when somebody keeps on doing this and this and this on your name, at some point you're gonna want to speak up. This is gonna be my first and last time speaking on this.
I could never get on the internet and just throw shade. So we're gonna get into all the other questions everybody asked you.
Okay, because we didn't really want to do this, y'all. We really didn't. But we're gonna do it because you guys asked us, I don't know how many times about the same question, about the same situation. So this is gonna be my first and last time speaking on this, because this is the type of content that I do not like to do at all. And I don't do this. So
Slim puts up a picture of us and I was just like, child. That's all I'm gonna say. And first of all, I'm gonna just throw in there, y'all, that I'm not a confrontational person. I don't like confrontation and I hate being put in weird situations. But you know, going back to what I said about the manifesting people in your life or out your life, whatever, I feel like, you know, everything happens for a reason. And babe, you loud.
You say you're not a confrontational person.
Yeah. I feel like you know, everything happens for a reason, and you know, who's supposed to be in your life stay, you know, basically. So this comment that somebody left, I want to read it because,
and I would like to add too, I don't like confrontation. I don't like none of that, but my name seems to be in a lot of people's mouth this whole year. So when somebody keeps on doing this and this and this on your name, at some point you're gonna want to speak up. So this is what this is. So the comment said, whew, it's a lot of comments, from Miss Keela 1011. Y'all are the ones being messy. So because they're turning a negative into a positive by embracing those nicknames, make them bitter. At the end of the day, the person y'all are defending brought all of their personal business concerning their friendships to the forefront of the internet. None of this would be happening if she would have kept it personal. She created these names and gave them to Slim and Dominique, but they're not supposed to respond or embrace it. Y'all got life messed up. Not to mention how she went live degrading and putting Slim down and discussing with the world how much she hates Slim. Every chance she gets, she's throwing shade at Slim and Dominique. Yet you are agreeing with someone who's called them bitter. Sounds like Dinka is the bitter one and needs to move on, because these two right here are living their best lives and turning every negative thing into positive. Trust me, Dinka is very irrelevant to them. However, if it was for Dinka, there'd be no shade to throw. Like she said, a non-factor. Honestly, that's the whole point of this video. That's the reason why I brought this to the video, because I feel like all that stuff that she said on the live and the videos and on the podcast, I feel like they were unnecessary. I didn't even know any of the beef that she had, because this is the beef that she had. I have no beef.
So let me add my part in, since you saying that. So, okay, the whole situation, you know, from the beginning, you know, I was told there's no beef, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still going with the flow. Camera down, hold on, y'all.
All right, so we're back.
So yeah, I was saying, I was just going with the flow or whatever, because I'm getting told, you know, it's no beef. So she ain't did nothing to me, and you know, we've been vibing and shit, we've been cool. Like, you know, when everybody was cool, so like we still communicating. But
I was the only one out the loop.
And so that's the thing, y'all. Like the whole time, you know, that she was out the loop, I was kind of out the loop too, because like I said, I was being told there wasn't no beef. So I guess when everything boiled down to it, I still was just going with the flow. Like I'm not the type person, because it didn't have, okay, first of all, I'm gonna just say it had nothing to do with me. So, you know, when her opinion was voiced about, you know, what they had going on, I'm like, it ain't got nothing to do with me. So, you know, I'm gonna listen to her, but I'm not gonna go back and say nothing to her, because that's between them. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it was for me. Like, I was just like, okay.
Because honestly, we both was dumbfounded the whole time until stuff hit the fan. Until the stuff hit the fan, that's when everything came supposedly clear on her end, because it didn't come clear to me at all. I'm sitting here like, what? Like, I swear, y'all, I thought we was cool, even though I knew there was stuff a little catchy, like a little iffy, because the distance was starting to happen. But like I said, I've been in this type of relationship for her, well, friendship with her for years. So this is not like, and y'all already know this is not the first time I fell out with her. So basically, I learned my lesson the first time on how to move with her this time. So once I knew that stuff was becoming weird and the distance was starting to happen and she kept acting funny with me, I already distancing myself, and I already got into my mind, okay, I'm about to cut all this off, because it's no sense of her acting funny and not being able to approach me about it. Like, we're about to get into the questions that you guys add. I'm about to answer them for you guys, and we're gonna tell you guys the story to the best of our abilities. We're not gonna go into too deep details about the situation. The first one was, I've been following Neek for a few years, came across you through her. Now it seems you guys have a falling out. Not surprised, because I don't see friendship lasting long with Neek. What the hell happened? Like we told y'all.
I was about to say, so that goes back to what you said. Yeah. Like, she don't know what happened, she said. So
it doesn't, yeah, I don't at all. Okay, hey guys, I'm not surprised by the breakup with Neek, but are you guys and your woman still friends with TT? I hope so. She's a nice person. I have no beef with TT. I've never had beef. Well, first off, I'm too grown for beef, so I really, it's not even called beef for me. If I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. It's as simple as that. With TT, it's always been love there, but when this stuff had hit the fan, if you're with your woman, and I know that you coincide with your woman, and y'all are one, if I don't mess with your woman, I can't mess with you, because you guys are one accord.
I have an issue with that, because, well, let me say, there's no beef with TT. For me, it ain't no beef with Royce either. Like, I'm
not beef with none of them.
Like, they was my friends. Like, I would never get on this camera and say anything bad about them till, like, we was vibing, like, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes people, you know, you just have to distance yourself from people. Like, if you can't see eye to eye, or, you know, sometimes you just gotta go your separate ways, and that's just what it is. And, you know, honestly, I wish them nothing but the best. Like, I hope they continue to grow and, you know, make each other happy or whatever. But my only issue is, like, for me, like, I'm partner or not, I'm not gonna
stop talking.
Yeah, if it was me, I'm not stopping talking to a friend that I been known, or somebody I considered a friend, you know, for a very long time, but just because my partner not talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, Bae and her best friend, we had an issue like a long time ago, right? And this was like her best friend. Like, we could not stand each other, but that's my woman's best friend, so I could never, you know, be like, I don't
stop talking about it.
Yeah, like, stop. Like, that's not even an option, because it's like, I don't, that's your friend, you know what I'm saying? Just because we can't see eye to eye, you know, that's still y'all friendship, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to come between that. Like, and, you know, eventually we talked our problems out when we got over it. So yeah, I just hate that, you know, like, if somebody, it just make it weird, basically. Like, it made it weird for, like, the whole friendship, because it's like, oh, they're not talking now, so it puts me in a weird space, because, oh, we friends and you still talking to her, but it's like, we was all friends,
and
you know what I'm saying?
Grown.
So yeah, and we're all grown, so it's like, Yeah, it's just that's really an issue for me. Like,
and it's an issue for me because it's like me and TT had like a real good friendship, but because I know who's the person she's with, and because I respect and still, you know, care about TT, I'm gonna let her be happy in her relationship and not be the one to cause friction in a relationship for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to step aside and I'm gonna let y'all be happy because that's just the type of person that I am. Now, and I'm never gonna put my friends or someone that I care about in a situation, a weird situation anyways, because based upon how I feel about it. If I feel some type of way, I feel some type of way. That don't mean you gotta feel the same way I feel. That's just how I feel. But because of that situation, I'm respectfully, I have to subtract myself. It is not, it ain't no beef. It ain't none of that over here. Cause I can never have malice in my heart for anybody. I don't care what you did to me. It's just me.
So, yeah, to answer the question, it ain't no beef with TT, but it's like, if, you know, if we not talking to Royalty 9 times out of 10, we're not gonna talk to TT. Or TT's not gonna talk to us. Or, you know, however you look at it, that's just what it is. And, you know, respectfully, we saying real names because everybody know the comments y'all ask, so we saying real names. I'm not making them no name because
we didn't come on.
Like I told Royalty this when she first, the whole live shit took place. Like, girl, I would just rather you call me my name. You know what I'm saying? Like,
me too.
It is what it is.
Rather you had called me by my name because to the day I'm still gonna stand up. I didn't do nothing to you. Nothing. There's nothing that I did to you that you could not have talked to me personally about. And that's the gag. But like I said, it's not my first encounter with her. So I'm not surprised. But I am surprised because that it happened again. But differently. You had to go on the internet and talk about it this time? Like, really? You couldn't just call me? Hello? So is Dominique no longer on the No Cap podcast?
Y'all know I'm not on that podcast.
That's obvious right there. Huh? That's obvious right there.
Yeah, like.
Are you cool with 2?
Oh, they asking them. Oh yeah. So yeah, shout out to 2. Like, I fucks with 2. Like, we the same height. Like, from day one when, you know, I met 2 with Royalty and them, I was like, yo, 2 cool as shit, and she mad funny. So I fuck with 2. Shout out to her. There's no, I don't even know if, you know, the situation was even brought to her before the podcast. So, you know, there's shout out to 2, like, because I feel like, you know, on the podcast, you know, Royalty told the situation or whatever, but she's gonna voice her opinion on it too. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's only right. That's what people do. So, but no, there's no issue with 2. Shout out to 2.
Someone said, I don't know what's going on, but isn't this the second time you fell out? Yes, it's the second time we fell out. Someone said, are you gonna make shirts that say sausage and Cujo? No, we're not.
No, come on now, y'all.
we're not petty like that. I'm sorry.
I'm not even petty at all.
Well, I'm a little petty. I can be petty. I can. So.
Yeah, clearly, because that's why we here. Cujo and sausage on your photo.
Well, shoot, I had to say something. Sorry, COVID and all.
Oh yeah, we did have COVID.
What do y'all think about all the shade this loyal thinker have been throwing in some of her videos since the last live? She did professing her hate for Slim.
So
I'm not surprised, but I'm baffled.
For me, I hate it because it's like I said, I never get on here and say anything negative about her because, you know, you was like, I genuinely felt like you was my friend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I could never get on the internet and just, you know, throw shade. So
say this, on that genuine friend, that's on you. She was not too much of a genuine friend to me. And that's just me saying 100. Because I'm not gonna bash, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like, you know what I'm saying, she ain't do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was genuine on my end, because everything that I did with her and for her and whatever, it was genuine and it came from a genuine place because I genuinely care for her and I genuinely believed in what she could do and how she could, you know what I'm saying, the potential of what I saw her be is what I I truly believed in it before she even believed in it. So for her to say all this already goes back to, like I said, after the first time we fell out to this time, I already knew off rip you was not a genuine friend to me. I can honestly say that. I was a genuine friend to you.
So my thing is, if you knew that, why did you refriend her?
Because I'm a person who always believes in second chances and giving people the benefit of the doubt. So after the first time we fell out, I was cool, I was straight, I was getting on my grind, I was doing my reflection on myself, getting myself together, emotionally, mentally. Then she hit me up out the blue or whatever after a YouTube video. Apparently it was after a YouTube video that she hit me up. And I guess the conversation, I felt like she genuinely tried to change. Like she wasn't the same person that she was the first time. So I genuinely wanted to give that a chance. And once I started seeing signs and red signs of stuff that just gave me flashbacks to 2019, that's when I was like, oh no. Like, oh no, because you're not gonna cross me again. You can't, you already tried to belittle me and drag me down the first time over a small thing. This is why I said friendships are relationships. It's a form of a relationship, but it's not a relationship like you would have with a significant other. Right. And that's what I felt like I was in, and I was confused. Like I'm not the person that you laying in bed with. I'm supposed to be your brother, your partner, your friend. I got your back no matter what, and I proved that to you, and yet I still get crossed. So where was the genuine friendship at? Just because I can say that I was a genuine friend to you, I cannot say respectfully that you was a genuine friend to me or a friend at that. You had intentions.
But I think she felt like she was because of
the things she did for me.
So how do you feel about that?
That the things that you did for me, all that I can think about, yeah, you did help me. At one point, you put me on a certain type of game that I had to literally go out and learn on my own. So I will always be grateful for that. But everything else behind that is like, now that I sit back and think about it, everything that you did for me was intentions and motives for me to do what you wanted me to do. And gifts to replace all the stuff that you did do to me. Honestly. Because everything that you said you did for me, it kept being thrown back in my face. So how can I say that was a genuine thing that you were doing for me? Because I never threw anything that I did for her in her face. Never. And to this day, I would never do it. Because there's no point. Because it came from a genuine place. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. I feel bamboozled, betrayed, and some other shit. But I'm over it. Because like I said, I can't be mad at something I already expect of a person. It's kind of pointless at that point. Did Neek ask you to come live with her and TT? When she hit me back up the first time, it wasn't supposed to be a long-term stay. It was just supposed to be a temporary stay. She claimed that she was my Uber. Sir, ma'am, how was you possibly an Uber when you didn't take me anywhere I needed to go? I was driving you. You came to pick me up so that I can be your Uber and your sidekick in the car to help you run your errands. Yeah, I don't have my car. Yeah, I don't have a car right now.
So I think you should tell them like why you're addressing that part. Like
I'm addressing it because she keeps saying that she was an Uber driver and all this other stuff. Child, I don't have a car. You knew my situation from jump. I had a car when we met. I had a nice BMW. I had to sell it. I had to get rid of it because it was too much going on with the car, and I kept coming out of my pockets for a car that then I might as well have paid. It was like paying rent for somebody with, you know what I'm saying, being able to drive. So I had to get rid of that issue. And when I had my car, I was still not able to really drive my car. So what was the point of paying on a car and insurance on a car that I can't drive? So I had
why you couldn't drive it?
Girl, electrical fuel pump.
Oh, you said like stuff kept happening.
Girl, oil spilling, you know, I can't use my AC for too long or overheat. That's all that problem. Who wants to fix? I looked up how much it was gonna cost for my car to get fixed at the BMW dealership. Once the BMW dealership told me that it was gonna cost me about $5,000–6,000 to fix the car, it would take sayonara to the car. I'm not about to pay what I just paid to get the car to fix the car.
Right.
And I couldn't even get alignment on the car, so what was the point of me keeping it? Gotta get bolts just to get alignment? No, too much. So that's why I don't have a car right now. I don't have a car. I'm working on a car I'm working on getting a car, grinding to get a car. The car that I know I'm gonna be able to keep. I had 2 cars. My first car gone because I got a car accident total. So I had to get a BMW. BMW gone for that reason I just told y'all. So that's what the whole Uber thing came from, because she felt like she had to come get me. But the time that she came and got me, it was only a few times out the year, and I was stuck there for months. So I had to even call people to come get me so I can go home, because she didn't want to take me home. So yeah, that's that on that. But the reason why I lived there for that long, for 3 months, because I was there for 3 months, 3.5 months. The reason why was because she did not want to take me back home. Period. Point blank period. She didn't feel like every time it came down to taking me back home, it was always something. I would come there with a set of change of clothes of how many days I was going to be there, and I would always have to go out and buy more clothes. For no reason. Instead of just taking me home. So she didn't technically ask me, per se, but she asked me. Do y'all think she got jealous because y'all became friends?
What you think? I mean,
I honestly, I don't know. I mean, jealousy was somewhere in there, but the way that things that just can't happen transpired, I think it was more so she just got in her feelings about the situation. I'm not gonna stretch it and say she's jealous of us being friends. I think she feels some type of way that she felt like she just couldn't get in on this friendship.
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak on the whole jealousy thing. But at the end, y'all, I tell y'all like my side and how I feel about it.
So that's basically that's pretty much all the questions, really.
Okay, so I'm gonna say how it started, where the tension came, I guess, from me or her deciding to fall out, or not even, I wouldn't even say fall out, or back out of me and her friendship or whatever. And you know, honestly, I respect her decision, because it's like, if you friends with me and you feel like you can't trust me enough to
be loyal to you and be loyal to somebody that you are opposing to,
right, then I feel like, you know, it's best for us to go our separate ways anyway. Because it's like, if y'all, I say this all the time because it's true, and I'm gonna stand on it, because I don't fall out with friends. Like, my real friends I have had since middle school. And I'm gonna give an example, right? Say my best friend, Woo. Let's say if the shoe was on the other foot. And you know what's funny, y'all? Because I told Slim, I said, had it been her, I honestly feel like Slim would have been like, all right, fuck it, I'm not gonna talk to Dominique. I told her that. And she knows she would've.
Yeah, and it would have been out of respect, though. It would have been not because I don't mess with Dominique. It's because like I said before, I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna bring drama to your front door. If you know what I'm saying, that's not the type of person that I am.
Right. So, you know, with me, it's like, this girl did nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, loyalty, I don't care about none of that. At the end of the day, we are grown. Like, we're grown. Like, we over 30, we're grown. And so, if she has did nothing to me, if y'all got y'all own situation going on, what does that have to do with me? Because one thing about me, I'm real as fuck, and I'm gonna stand on that. So if y'all having y'all issues, that's between y'all. You ain't gotta worry about me. Slim can tell you the whole time, like, if the shit was weird for them, like, we didn't even like discuss it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Royce called me and, you know, was telling me how she felt about the situation, I was like, you know, I'm gonna have a talk with Slim. Y'all need to talk about it, Slim, like, basically was like, I don't want to put you in. You, North Nation, in it. Like, y'all ain't got, that's between me and her. Like, I don't want to put y'all in it. And I respect that because it's like, I feel like that's how it should be. So back to what I was about to say about the whole best friend thing. So let it have been Woo, right? And if Woo decides right now to still be cool with Royalty, like if they get to hanging out, you know, working together, being friends, whatever, building their own type of relationship, y'all, my best friend now, me and Royalty not talking for years. I'm not gonna feel no type of way in my heart about it. Because at the end of the day, that's my best friend. Like, I know what it is between us. I know our relationship. So him having other friends or him still deciding to be cool with somebody that I no longer.
Camera down.
Oh, okay. But yeah, like him still deciding to be cool with somebody that I'm no longer cool with, I don't care because I know our friendship. I know what it is between us. And you know, honestly, I really wish that's how she would have looked at it. I told her, I said, so her whole issue for me was she felt like I didn't take her feelings into consideration. But it's like, once I talked to Slim, and if I feel like the situation wasn't valid enough, I guess I could say, it's like, what's the point of me not, you know what I'm saying, fucking with you?
If it didn't go across your morals or standards of what you want as a friendship, and it didn't validate the reason for her to be mad at me, why would you cut me off if I didn't do anything?
Yeah, so.
Or showing you that I'm that type of person.
Right, so, you know, respectfully, the reasons that she was mentioning, I didn't feel that way. Like,
child.
So it's like, I can't, it's like, what you want me to do? Like,
you wanted you to cut me off.
And it's like I said, y'all, that's just not me. Like, I'm not that type of person. I'm not confrontational. I don't care. Cause you can know people longer and everybody vibe differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can know somebody less time than you know the other person, and they might be more genuine than the person you've been on longer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that time shit, that shit don't mean nothing. Oh, I've known so-and-so for a year, or I've known so-and-so for 2, but you know so-and-so for 3 months. Like, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because people change every damn day. So it's like, you might know that person for 15 years. That person ain't the same person you was with 15 years ago. They didn't elevate it. So the fact that you probably didn't elevate it the same with them, they probably just gonna leave you behind and elevate with people, the same people that's elevating with them. It's just the life cycle. It's people come and people go. There's just, some people are meant for seasons. Some people are meant for reasons. You have to determine the two.
Yeah.
And roll with the punches, and that's just what it's given. Like, for me, I don't have friends that I've had known for 15 years, but I know people who know me for 15 years, and if we was to ever link up, we will link up. But as far as friendship goes, I have the friends that I need in my circle right now. I don't, you know what I'm saying? When this whole thing happened, it did throw me to a left field, because it was like, where did all this animosity come from? And why you just didn't talk to me about the situation is beyond me. Because the first time we fell out, you had a lot to say publicly. I mean, had a lot to say to me on my cellular device. Why you ain't do it this time? You know what I'm saying? But the reason, what happened was, her reasons for not liking me. One is over a YouTube intro, okay? The whole, when I say welcome to the mob, is her problem. But let's rewind it back 6, 7, 8 months to the beginning of this year when I started linking up with them and started doing videos. Let's rewind back then and show you how long I've been saying it and seeing her in the videos with me saying it. Without further ado, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell. And if you're new to the family, welcome to Goodie Mob. If you're new to Goodie Mob, welcome to the mob. You gotta ring the bell. And if you're new to the family, welcome to the mob. Never have I ever challenge. All right, first question. Oh, before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new to the family, welcome to the mob. And if you're new to the family, welcome to the mob. So all that, I've been saying welcome to the mob since I started working with her back in February. So for her to come back to me about that 7-8 months later down the line out of nowhere, because it's not like we was not talking our friends before you create this beef in your head that about a YouTube intro. You called me on the phone while I was in Florida, in the middle of me with my girl. I'm over here dealing with, trying to have fun with my girl, and at the same strength deal with the fact that my uncle had just passed away. And you're calling my phone about a YouTube intro. You didn't ask me how I was doing. You didn't ask me how my mom and dad was doing about the whole situation. You didn't ask none of that to me. All you simply asked me was, oh, and then the tone. It seemed like you didn't have an issue with it. It was more so, yeah, can you change, switch up your YouTube intro or whatever, I had Dominique do the same thing, and you know what I'm saying, I just try to do it this way. And she tried to show me how she wanted me to do my intro. First off, why are you showing me how to do an intro on my page? I don't understand that. It's YouTube. Everybody has the same intro in my eyes. Everybody says the same damn thing. Mm-hmm. Do they not?
Yeah. That's how I looked at it too. I'm like, people say, welcome to the mob, welcome to the gang, squad, it's kind of the same. So it's like, and I think I told her this, I'm like, once again go back to if that was my best friend, I'm like, I'm not gonna feel no type of way about that, because it's like, that's my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, you take your job with YouTube serious, but it's like,
I'm supposed to be your friend.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be helping you. We're supposed to be growing together, helping each other, but you're gonna get mad at me about a YouTube intro? A YouTube intro.
It's just something that I would have never. Not to the point where I don't like you. You know? Like, it's just, or like
fight me or some stuff.
Yeah.
I would never, my bad. I would never get that far.
Yeah, so.
The other reason, she thought I was playing with her money. Okay. There was a time where I did not edit your videos on time and have them done for you on time. Granted, I get it. Respectfully, I get it. But if I have family issues that I have to take care of, because you're not in my household, so you don't know what goes on a day-to-day in my household at all, and it's none of your business on what goes on in my household. If I have to take care of my mom and my dad on some stuff, on some other stuff, on some health-wise or whatever they need my help with, I'm going to do it because they're my own parents.
So my question is, did you communicate that to her though? Because I feel like a lot of, she is big on communication. So it's like, if you communicated that to her, then okay, I get it.
I did.
But okay.
Yeah, we had that conversation, I told her, and that's why she got mad. And then she got mad because it was something I had to do for my mother. Yeah. So it's not, someone who's big on communication fail to communicate a big thing that is supposed to be happening with my name in it. With this whole beef thing. You didn't communicate about this whole beef full throttle. So you're big on communication, but you can't even communicate yourself. It's like calling the kettle black, if you ask me. All that playing with money, I don't play with nobody's money. I don't care what it is, how it is. I would never play with anybody's money. It's not, that's just something I know quickly hand that's gonna end up in any friendship or relationship money. That's one. So I would never play with nobody's money because for one, money's never been that big of a deal for me. If you wanna eat, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna find my ways to eat, you know what I'm saying? I'm just never pressed for no money like that. But yeah, that was the only 2 reasons that she publicly said. And also, there was a weird vibe. I guess she felt like I liked TT, but to settle that, because I've had this conversation with her and TT in the same room before 3 times. I don't want your woman. I never wanted your woman. That was my auntie at one point. Before you guys have gotten together, and I knew that me and TT was about the same age, she was my auntie, then she became my sister. So why would I even think that why would you even think that I would want someone like her, especially since you know, and you knew that I was messing around, having friends and benefits, relationships, entanglements, and all that with her niece. We was all in the same house, and I'm sitting here having relations with her niece, but like in TT. Does that make sense to you? Because I don't think that's possible. I never even made a pass at TT. Never.
So where did the you acting weird come from? Like being around them? Like why you feel like you was acting weird, or why she, you know, like why was it weird for her, I guess?
So she thought it was weird because I kept making sound effects every time they did this little lovey-dovey stuff that they do in front of people. I don't, all my friends, I don't care. I support everybody in their lovey-dovey situation. I support all my friends in their happiness. So all that me doing the sound effects, that was me, to be honest, it was kind of cringy seeing you guys do that every damn time in the house. It's like, it just was cringy to me.
And I want to add, like, I understand, and I tell Royalty this before too. So anything that I said to Royalty, I mean anything that I'm saying on this video, I have said it to her. With that, when it comes to my relationship, when Slim is here, or not even Slim, like my friends, anybody, when people come, like we are not, me and Bae are not affectionate in front of people. So I can kind of understand where she's coming from with it, because it's like, for one, I don't got nobody at this house. For two, I get it, this y'all house, this is where y'all pay y'all bills at, but it's like, you kind of want to, you want to make it comfortable for people. Like, when we got friends stuff here, we're not like hugged up on each other, kissing on each other, doing that. For one, we got a room, we got our own bed, so it's like, that's just something we don't do. But I get it, everybody is different, but
no, I feel like, honestly, I felt like that was just an intention of rubbing something in my face because I didn't have nobody there with me. That's what it felt like, honestly, because you shouldn't be, I get it, y'all, you know what I'm saying, want to be in love, I get it. Like I said, I'm not knocking that, y'all. And then my sound effects was not me trying to be not what's called weird with y'all or knock y'all relationship. It was just, okay, if y'all sitting right here and y'all doing all this, oh babe, you know, what else? And I'm just sitting here, what else am I gonna do? Just sit here and look at y'all have a whole room, but y'all, like I said, you pay the rent, but y'all got a whole room and there's somebody else that y'all want to have stay here in the living room, and y'all gonna come here and do all that extra stuff. Grabbing on the booty and all that stuff. Like, I get it, but it's just like when you have company, it's just a time and a place for all that lovey-dovey. It's like, me and my woman would never do that in a room full of people. But we gonna say that from behind the closed doors. Cause y'all don't need to see all what we do behind closed doors, front and center. I don't want to see that. As a friend, I don't want to see that. That was once upon a time someone I called my auntie. I don't want to see my auntie being groped on or none of that. Like, that's just awkward for me. So that's where, instead of me just doing all that, that's why the old sound effects was like, oh, okay, get it. And all my sound effects was like, okay, get it. Okay, y'all. It was never no like that. It was more so get it, or y'all go over here doing, you know what I'm saying, get nasty or something, or go to the room or something. Like, it was just little playful stuff, not intentional stuff that I was saying to just make people feel weird. It's more so like, okay, y'all, since y'all gonna do it in front of me, I might as well add some soundtracks to it.
I add some soundtracks.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what else am I doing? I'm over here just dry. You know what I'm saying? And for Sagittarius, we just don't like to be dry for too long. And then y'all sitting here doing all this stuff in front of my face. I felt like y'all was just trying to put it in my face that y'all had it going on. And okay, good, but I don't need to see it.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't think we told when it really got weird.
Oh, for
like the whole situation, like when, like I guess where the disconnect came from, like it was kind of like the engagement party, because you know people like, well, what happened, because she was at the engagement party.
Oh, right.
So okay, this is the background story for me and Slim. So like I was saying earlier in the video, y'all, this video probably gonna be like all over the place, but trying to tell it without telling everything, but you know, basically just giving y'all, answering the questions y'all wanted to know. But it's like, you know, I still don't want to say too much about it really, but so like I was saying earlier, I had called Slim. Remind y'all, if y'all go back on my channel, if y'all go back on Slim channel, we have been kicking it, right? Like doing videos or whatever with Royalty. So yeah, she introduced us, and you know, just like I done introduced her to my friends. You know what I'm saying? That's just, you know, that's what
to
happens.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like my friend Quan, for y'all who don't know, my friend Quan introduced me to her. And by me being up here and she been up here, Quan live in North Carolina, it's like, of course, our friendship and our bond grew more than the friendship. Well, I won't say grew more than the friendship, but like the bond more than Quan, because it's like we were always around each other. We was around each other more than, you know, I'm around Quan. But that don't stop the bond and the relationship I have with Quan. You know what I'm saying? Like you have your different friends for different things, or, you know, like different vibes or whatever.
People for different strokes.
I call Slim and I'm like, I call Slim, both of us do videography, right? So, like I said earlier, friend, business about to be booming. You want to get this money with me? Yes, let's go. Okay, so we start working together. All right, I had clients. I'm like, friend, come, you know, you want to come help me, or whatever. She like, yeah. So that's really when all of this started. This was probably like, I want to say like maybe 2 weeks before the engagement party.
And remind you, before this happened, there was no beef.
Yeah, like I was told there was no beef either. So, you know, I
never got a phone call about having a problem with me at all.
So, we start working. So she see, you know, Instagram that we together, and I guess it seemed like that's when the beef came in. Like that's when it was brought to my attention. And I'm like, bro, what you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, like I said earlier, it's not that I'm not taking your feelings into consideration, but it's like, bro, we getting money. You know what I'm saying? Like, we getting money. Like, and of course, huh?
That was another one of her problems.
You feel like it?
Yeah, she said it. Remember? How is it that she could work with you but can't work with me?
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's really what it was, y'all. We really just started working. And of course, you know, when you work, we working, we gonna still be building a friendship because we working. But it's like, I wasn't even looking at it like that, because I feel like we had kind of already been friends. Like, we had been cool, like calling or texting, you know what I'm saying? We had been cool, y'all. So
hanging out without her for multiple times.
Yeah, so that's really the gist of it. Like,
we've been talking about doing this for
months ago. Yeah, when you had asked me to come work with you for that gig you had. So yeah, so around Bay's birthday, that's when it was all brought out, because Slim was here and they wasn't here. I guess she felt like they didn't get an invite or whatever. But it was like,
if you don't like me, why would they invite you into their humble abode?
When you already made it clear to us that you don't want to be around it or around her, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, y'all, it's so, I'm gonna just say it's just so immature. It's
childish, and
I just couldn't get with it. You know, I hate that it happened how it happened, but at the same time, like I said, I respect, you know, her decision. I'm gonna repeat it again. I wish her nothing but the best. It's no love lost. I told her that, like, no love lost. Like, I hope she keeps elevating, and, you know, I hope she get the success she wants and all that. Like, I just hate that it happened the way it happened, because, like, y'all know, y'all seen the vibes. Like, when we was together, like, we really had a good time. So it's like, you really, like,
you let your emotions hinder you having a good
ass friendship. Like, cause all I did,
cause you didn't have to get rid of, you didn't have to cut Dominique off at all. I knew I could be in a room full of person who don't like me and keep stuff copacetic.
And so can I. And that was another problem, because I'm like, I kept telling, I'm like, I feel like as a friend, like, y'all, if I feel like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, Slim, no, I done told her, I'm like, look, Slim, you don't got no car. You need to stop smoking weed. You need to stop buying weed. Like, and that's how I am. Like, if you're my friend, I'm your friend. Like, I'm gonna pour into you because I want the best from you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, like, that's what I did with her. Like, I poured into her. Like, so, cause she was my friend, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
I don't many pours into that child that I didn't even got sick pouring all that I can get into her.
Not sick, but so yeah, I had told her, I was like, you know, friend, I think you need to get counseling, or, you know, go see a therapist or whatever. Like, And I don't feel like that was wrong for me to say that, because like I said, if you're my friend and I'm seeing shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I feel like you need to get counseling. So the last conversation we had, she like, nah, I feel like you need counseling. And it's like, what? Like, you just projecting that energy that you have with yourself on me.
Which is what she was doing with this whole beef situation with me. All her insecurities and and jealousy that she had for me, it was all pouring out of her pores that night.
I feel like if I don't dislike somebody, y'all, I can be in the same room with you.
I definitely can.
Like, I feel like it's something much more deeper rooted if you dislike somebody that you once called your friend. If you dislike them that much that you can't be in a room with them without being aggravated or annoyed or like wanting to fight or anything like that, I feel like that's deep rooted. That's an issue that needs to be fixed.
Especially with somebody that you share meals with.
Yeah, like, it's just, that's so weird to me, you know? And it was like, that goes back to what I said about the situation with me still being her friend, because I'm like, none of this is really valid for me. Like,
and I told her, I said, if there was a valid reason, I could understand all this animosity. I wouldn't say I respect it, but I would understand it. And on top of that, I wouldn't blame Dominique if she was still, you know what I'm saying, be with friends, or if she chose to be like, okay, well, being a friend causing a little too much friction. I would understand all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I'm just that type of person. I'm not the confrontation type of person. Mm-hmm. I'm not the type of person who's going to sit there and be a problem when I can just easily subtract myself out of the situation.
But for me, I was looking at it like, look, we've been talking, we've been cool, we've been kicking it, we getting money together.
You should be happy for your friend. If I'm not a friend, you should at least be happy for your friend that she's getting, getting the bread.
Yeah, like, it was just like, y'all, I don't got nothing. I just keep saying this, like, I don't got nothing to do with this at all. So it's like, why? Like, I would never put any of my friends in a situation like that.
Never.
And so, once I thought about that, that kind of made me fall back too, because I'm like, nah, I'm never putting my friends in a situation like that. Like, I'm not gonna make it weird for my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's not even you have other things to worry about. You have other things you could be doing than worrying about some fallout over my emotions of how I feel about somebody else. Like I said, your feelings is not my feelings. What I feel should make you shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel about the situation. Oh, and this whole calling me your son situation, because I almost forgot. Not your son. Because if that was the case, if I'm gonna say you was a crappy father, how you gonna call me your son when you was down bad 2019? I helped you. I just don't get it. I don't get it. The friends that I did cut off, because like friends said, I don't fall out with friends. You either get cut off or we just go our separate ways. And even with them, I would never talk bad about them. They've never heard anything about, you know what I'm saying? They never heard shit come back to them saying, oh, Shrells can sit here and talk shit about you, because I'm not that type of person. If we not fucking with each other, we just not fucking with each other.
Not fucking with each other.
It's simple as that. I'm not gonna sit there and speak on your name. I'm not gonna say none of that. At that point, you no longer exist. That's just how I am. And because I'm cut differently. I'm cut from a different cloth, and I don't do all this internet rah stuff. Like, granted, I'd rather you had did this the same way you did last year, 2019, and blowing up my phone, sending me all types of voicemails and voice memos and stuff. I'd rather you had did it that way and spoke your piece that way, rather than you coming to the internet trying to belittle me and try to knock me down off my pivot because you and your feelings about a YouTube intro, bruh. A YouTube intro.
Alright, I'm tired of talking about it right now.
Me too.
That's, like we said, y'all asked the question, so she asked me did I want to sit down with her and talk about it. So, that's what we did. It was already brought to the internet. The situation is old now. We done moved on past it. I'm sure she done moved on past it. So, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. I wish them nothing but the best.
I wish her nothing but the best too. Honestly.
And you know, it just is what it is. Like, it's a unfortunate situation because I don't like losing people, but I understand. You know, I'm grown and I'm mature enough to, like, I get it. But I just hope one day she look at things differently, you know. And I feel like if so, that'll keep people in her life, if that makes sense.
I hope this is her last falling out with friends.
So,
to be honest, I hope this is her last time falling out with friends. And like friends said, I wish you all the success that you want. I hope you get it, honestly. I hope, that's not even no shade. Respectfully, I hope the bridges that you burned was worth you getting to where you needed to get. You know what I'm saying? It's never no beef over here. This is my first and last time speaking on this situation. This is a video to reintroduce my channel. I'm going to get all this out the way before I reintroduce my channel, because I don't no longer want my name solely attached to that person anymore, to be honest with you, because it's more to me than what me and her did. So,
y'all have it.
Yeah.
Don't ask no more questions.
At all. This is it. No more. I'm not responding to anything else after this. So, I hope.
And don't be petty no more after this.
Please. Please.
I'm talking to you.
Oh, me?
That was your one time.
I had to. Because honestly, that was funny. That was funny. I'll give her props for that. That was funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna knock somebody. That was some funny stuff. I had to laugh when I heard the name Crudo Sausage. You should have put a hot sausage link in front of after and before, because I'm a sausage link.
Not a link.
Thicker.
You do like a little link.
I know. Sexy link.
Not a pet, yeah.
Yeah. Thick.
Not the little the round.
No.
Just like the little long skinny.
That's what I'm saying. That's skinny, friend.
I mean, the links are skinny.
No, the links is thicker. Sausage links are thicker.
No, friend. My mama used to my mama used to cook the thin one.
Oh, well, I ain't the thin one. I'm the thick one. Put some respect behind this
Period.
sausage.
Big thick. You heard her.
Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this content. We're about to be on to the next video. Y'all go check out Friends, the Battles, and Dominique Battles channel. Show some love over there. It's going up. All right. I love y'all. Bye-bye.
My goodie mom.